Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Entrepreneur Help Desk. My name is Tasha and I'm a business coach, tax strategist, and investment financial literacy advocate, okay? So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you about, well, you clicked on this video because you're looking to find out how to grow your business, right? And I'm here to give you some of the best business advice ever, okay? I've actually been in business for over 15, 16, 17 years, okay? When most businesses fail within 1 to 5 years, I've been here still surviving and thriving, okay? And I'm not saying that to brag by any means. There's nothing to brag about. I'm proud, but I want to pour into you to show you that you can do the same thing. Now, I am going to get into some fundamentals, business fundamentals, but there's a few things that I want to talk about before I get to the fundamentals, and you're going to see me looking down at my notes, okay? Now, the first thing, so I want 2023, and when this video is going to be good beyond 2023, but I want this to be the year that you finally get your stuff together, okay? Honestly, if you've already been doing something and you really need to be doing more, let this be that video. If you've been wanting to do something, but you just haven't really pushed yourself, let this be that video to convince you to do so. Now, the first thing that I want to start with, okay, I'm going to get to the business fundamentals, but pre-business fundamentals. You have to want it bad enough, okay? That's the first thing. You have to want it bad enough because there's going to be so many things that go on, okay? Life happens every day. And there's going to be so many things that is going to stop you from, or try to stop you from doing whatever it is that you need to do for your business to start or grow your business and build your business. But you have to want it bad enough, because if you don't, it's just not going to happen. And that's really just the bottom line. Okay. You have to want it bad enough. Okay. Now, the next thing I want you to focus on is your confidence. Okay, your confidence. When I'm coaching and consulting with so many clients and things like that, that's one of the top things I hear. People are out here lacking this confidence, and I don't know why. You know, what is this judgment that you're worried about that you're going to get or hear from other people? You know, you have to get this out of your head and don't worry about that. Okay, you have to be confident. If this business that you want to come out with or grow, and it's something that you thrive in, that you're passionate about and things like that, okay, and this is something that a lot of people come to you for because you're that go-to person for whatever that is, there's your confidence. Okay, there's your confidence. That's enough validation right there. So I want you to work on that. Also, you have to promote and market yourself consistently. Okay, consistently. You literally have to become a content creator. That's what this world has become. Okay, everything I just introduced myself to be, screw all of that. I'm a content creator. You're a content creator. This is what we have to become, because content is king. Okay, content is going to be the thing of how your customers and clients are going to find you. Okay, so consider yourself a content creator, because this is what you have to put out in order to promote and market your business, especially because everything is online now, okay? Yes, you should still be definitely promoting and marketing yourself as you go along your day-to-day life, but what I'm saying is that when it comes to social media and online, which is the whole world now, internet, okay, content is king. Okay, also focus on solving your customers and clients' problems. Okay, this is what everyone comes online to look for: solutions. I don't care if it's the best outfit to wear to an event, or hairstyles, or, getting their nails done, some type of designs. Okay, I'm just, I'm being so basic, but I'm so serious. Or how to put my baby to sleep. Okay, I'm so serious. People come on to the internet looking for all sorts of problems, solutions to their problems. And if what you do or what you sell can bring them that, okay, fashion ideas, styling tips, like I just mentioned, confident tips, mindset tips, all sorts of things, okay, whatever that is, okay, That's what you want to be out here doing, solving their problems so that you can get testimonials. Okay, you want people to come to you where they're at in their space, and they're looking for you to help them transform to the other side of this issue. Okay, and then once you begin to do that, start getting testimonials. See if they wouldn't mind doing a little 1 to 2 minute video speaking about how you help them solve their problem. Okay, and this is also more content that you can put out, okay, for other people to see how you can help them solve their problems. Okay, so you definitely want to do that. Now, another thing I want to mention is stop allowing time vampires. Okay, this is so crucial. You know, when you're running your own thing, it's so easy for people to steal your time. Okay, I'm just being honest, because not everyone who's not in business understands what it means that we have 1,001 things to do. Even if we have a team of assistants or not, there's still always something to do. Okay, and so you have to stay focused, and you cannot allow these time vampires. Oh, someone wants to get you on the phone for a quick minute or whatever. This impulsive last minute situation that you got asked to participate in, and now you go and do that, and now your projects that you were trying to stay focused on for your business, everything gets pushed back. You cannot do that. Okay, you have to stay focused. Do not allow time vampires. Okay, so I wanted to get to those things because these are also, I want to say those are also fundamentals. All this other stuff that I'm getting ready to tell you is advise you on. Okay, well, this is for informational and educational purposes only, because I'm not your professional. Okay, but what I'm saying is that what I'm getting ready to talk about, the other essentials, is fine, well and good. But those things that I just mentioned, and especially your mindset and things like that, those are super important, because you need those. The other fundamentals are easy in terms of setting things up. Okay, I want to say that's easy because these things that I just spoke about are much harder. They're much harder. They really are. Okay, because those things you can honestly outsource, to be honest. Everything that I'm about to name here, you can outsource those things to be done by someone else, to be honest. But that other stuff that I just mentioned, you can't outsource that. You can't outsource your confidence. Okay, you can't outsource your why and for you to want it bad enough. All of those things have to come from within you. And most of the time, you're the only one standing in your way on the other side of where it is you're trying to go. Okay, so I hope I poured that into you. And now I'm going to quickly go over some of the essentials. Okay, now, I also want, yes, in terms of the essentials. Okay, now, important, very important. And this may not be in a particular order, but I just have my scratch notes here, guys. Okay, so setting up your bookkeeping. Okay, well, actually, let me come back to that. First, let me say establishing your business. Okay, establishing your business as an LLC. Maybe however you've been running your business right now, or your freelancing stuff, maybe it's time for you to establish an LLC. Okay, a lot of people don't understand how important that is, and it's important for many reasons, in terms of building a brand, in terms of separating you from your business, because you'd be surprised how easily everything, if you're not an LLC, everything you as an individual, you're putting at risk. Okay, so that's where setting up an LLC is super important. Okay, and there's still time to do it, even though we have 2 days left at the time of watching this video in 2022. Okay, or you can do it as soon as next year begins. And as a matter of fact, I actually have an LLC course. Make sure you click the link in my bio, because you don't even have to go and use one of these places or whatever. I also set up LLCs, but instead of paying my fee, just go and get my course. My course is so complete. It really takes you through, it walks you through literally step by step. And then I educate you on things you need to know before you set up your LLC, after you set it up, how to keep it in existence and everything like that. Okay, it's a great course. So you definitely want to check that out. All right. Now, Okay, now getting back to something else. When I said about the bookkeeping, set up your bookkeeping. Do not waste time doing that. Do not feel like, oh, it's not important. I can get to it later, some other time. It's super important, because from when you start spending your first dollar and things like that, or making your first dollar, okay, you want to be able to have that organized as possible. Okay, so definitely set up your bookkeeping. There's so many apps now, there's so many online systems, and there's tons of freelancers who can do that. Okay, and do not overlook it. That's going to be so super important, especially when it comes time to file your taxes. You need to be running your reports like your profit and loss statement. Okay, also make sure you fix your prices, guys. Okay, I don't want you here's one thing I want to say. Okay, depending on what it is you do, if someone wants the best, they can't possibly expect it to be cheap. Okay, and if they do want to pay cheap prices, then they can't possibly be looking for the best. Okay, and you should not be out here bargaining yourself out here. Okay, know your worth, and fix your prices, because your prices need to be your prices so that you can be able to do all these other things in terms of, when I just mentioned, outsourcing projects and things like that to people. There's a lot of stuff these businesses have to cover, including paying your taxes, including paying yourself. Okay, that's why we got into business, to pay ourselves. Okay, so make sure you fix your prices accordingly. Now, also what you should be doing is reviewing your entity structure. Now, I did, excuse me, I did mention about establishing your LLC, because you probably are a sole proprietorship, but maybe it's time for you to review your entity structure. Okay, maybe you are already an LLC, and maybe it's time to convert to an S Corp. Okay, there's so many options, so many variations there. All right, and in some cases you may want to be a C Corp. You just never know. And some people don't like C Corp because you can put yourself in what's called double taxation. Okay, I'm not going to get too far into that, but there's many times when maybe being a C Corp is good for you. Okay, and this is why it's important to speak with a professional to get all of that established and what's best for you. Everything is not a one size fits all. Okay, now the next thing I want to mention is to please set yourself up with a business bank account. And honestly, you need more than one business bank account. Okay, you should have a separate savings account for business, especially for emergencies and things like that, and for putting aside money for your taxes and other things. Okay, but you should at least have one business bank account. Stop commingling these funds, guys. Okay, stop commingling. Commingling is when you're in your personal account swiping for business stuff, or you're in your business account swiping for personal things. Okay, but if you don't even have a business bank account yet, that means you've been swiping your personal cards for business stuff. Okay, and if you were to get audited by the IRS, they can turn around and challenge you because you have all this stuff commingled in your personal account. So please stop that. Also, get yourself an EIN number. You should not be out here still operating with your social security number. Okay, get yourself an EIN number. I actually have a video in my videos. Okay, if you scroll and look through my my channel, I literally have a video on walking you through how to get your EIN in less than 30 minutes. You don't have to go on these sites and pay anyone anything. Getting your EIN is totally free. Okay, set yourself up with a business address, guys. Okay, set yourself up with a business address, because when you register your LLC and things like that, your home address is plastered all over publicly. Okay, so set yourself up with a business address, with a virtual business address. Okay, same thing with a business phone line. Okay, get yourself a business phone line. Even if your cell is your business phone line, you should still have a designated phone line to where you even have it forwarding to your cell. That's how I have mine set up. I have a 1-866 number, and yes, when it rings, it forwards to my cell. Okay, But please set yourself up with a business phone. And that's also important because, again, if you want people to take your business serious, and when you want to go and do things like apply for business grants and apply for business credit and things like that, if you're just out here doing things incorrect, or everything is running through your personal stuff, how do you expect to be able to qualify for these grants and business credit and things like that? Okay, so don't do that to yourself. Also, please get a professional email. Please stop with the @gmail.com, @yahoo.com, and things like that. Get yourself a professional email. Like mine is kharge@hargeconnections.com. Okay, yes, you're going to have to pay for that. Okay, but listen, it's tax deductible. And again, this is why your prices should be charging accordingly, so that you can afford a professional email address. Okay, now the other thing I want to mention is that you want to establish, you want to also get your DUNS number. Okay, make sure you get, no, before I get to that, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my notes here. Okay, before I get to the DUNS number, set yourself up with a payment processor. Okay, it's important for you to begin to do things like invoice customers. Stop with the Cash Apps and the Venmos and things like that. Now, PayPal is okay because you can actually invoice people through PayPal. All right. Also, Square is another third-party payment processor. Stripe. The reason why that's important, and I don't care what it is you do, even if you are a hairstylist or whatever, or if you're in some sort of service business. Okay, maybe you're an auto mechanic, whatever. You want to be able to invoice your customers. Stop with the cash-intensive businesses, because you cash-intensive businesses are the ones that the IRS is always on your behind, okay? Because IRS knows that you're shortchanging this money, okay? Because you're trying not to report it all. You're doing yourself an injustice, okay? And especially when you want to be able to qualify for other things down the road, if you don't look like a business that makes much revenue, or you don't look like a profitable business, because everything is cash and carry and there's nothing traceable or trackable. Again, if you want business credit, if you want to be applying for business grants and stuff like that, you have to have things being traced. Okay, so set yourself up with a payment processor. And then back to what I was saying, you want to start working on establishing your business credit, such as, first of all, getting yourself a DUNS number. Okay, now that a DUNS number, I'm not going to go too far into it, but a DUNS number is basically your credit score for your business. Okay. And so, but again, that's something free. These are things you should begin to put in place. Okay. Also, maybe get yourself registered with NAV, NAV. All right. That's another good thing to have set up. And NAV actually has a program where you can pay a subscription, and they treat it like some sort of credit line for your business, so to speak, where they're reporting to the credit agencies. So if you're a new business, this is one way to begin to get yourself getting established. Okay, I actually have a business credit starter kit to help you guys out with all of this, where I lay out all the steps for you, everything you need to do, and I put all the resources in there. Actually, if you just go to businesscreditstarterkit.com, I believe that's what it is, but I also put the link in the description box, businesscreditstarterkit.com, okay? And you can get that there, find out everything you need to do. I will literally walk you through everything. You also want to, speaking of business credit, get yourself set up with the Experian Business Credit. Now, I know we have Experian for our personal credit, but there's also a business credit side under Experian, okay? And you also want to think about trademarking, okay? Maybe it's time for you to trademark certain things, maybe your name, your logo, your this, your that. Getting logos and all that stuff is great, but that's not, that's not the biggest thing here. It can be a big thing because it involves your branding, but branding has become so much more than just a logo, guys. Okay, but you may want to think about trademarking, because one thing I explain to people when I'm coaching and consulting, and feel free to book me for a consultation. I service clients and customers all across the United States. Okay, but one thing I do, coach and consult with everybody, and I let them know, yes, when you set up your LLC, that's protecting your business name in your state, but that's not protecting your business name out of your state. Okay, so but when you trademark, that's protecting you against all the states. Okay, and one thing that you can do to ever find out if someone is using your name, you know what's a good thing to do? Here's a quick tip. Have you heard about Google Alerts? I think we've all heard about Google Alerts, but hopefully you've heard of it if you never heard of it. But you can go and set up, just put in Google Alerts, and you'll see where you can set yourself up with an alert. And so it's good to set yourself up with a Google Alert for your business name. And here's why. Because now Google will alert you anytime like your business name is used, and let's say, yeah, you'll come up a lot in that whole search or whatever. But what about when it pops up that it wasn't you? Okay, now Google Alert will alert you. You'll see it, okay, because maybe someone posted something on their blog or posted here or there, wherever, okay? And so you'll get that Google Alert. So you definitely want to do that for yourself. So, but yes, trademark will protect you across the board. LLC only protects you in your state for your name. Okay, so let's see what else. And the last thing, well, two more things I want to say, and then I'm going to go. Didn't mean to make this video too long, but I hope you find it so valuable. And please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my future videos if you haven't already done so. You also want to outsource. When I'm coaching people, you know, we need to stop trying to wear all the hats. Okay, that was one of the biggest mistakes I made early in my business, when I was trying to wear all the hats. And I still wear a lot of hats in my business, but I do have a small team now that, you know, for different things. I don't need to name all my team members and where they help me at, but what I'm saying is I did used to wear all the hats, and we have to stop with that, because honestly, you're stunting your growth, because we all only have 24 hours in a day. And again, back to the prices, if you're pricing accordingly, you can afford to outsource, okay? And yes, that's super important. Outsource things that you are not good at, okay? Things that you suck at doing, or things that you hate to do, or whatever, that you could be using your time elsewhere in a better area of your business, okay? And then outsource. You can go to places like Fiverr and Upwork, and there's all sorts of places that have freelancers. Even doing a simple search on social media with hashtags, you can find who you're looking for. Okay, let's see. And the last thing I want to end with is continue learning your craft and mastering your craft. Okay, honing your craft. You definitely want to do that. Become obsessed with your industry and everything you do. Just always, you know, make sure you're staying up with the trends and whatever's going on in your industry, the news, you know, whatever is going on. Maybe you need to join some professional organization so that you could stay in tune with certain things. But you definitely want to always continue learning, okay, leveling up your skills, because this is how you become more valuable to your customers and clients, and then they can't challenge you on your prices, okay, because you're substantiating why you're worth so much more. Okay, so I hope you found this video very valuable, and I do thank you all for watching, okay, and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.